Hello, my name is JD Yakuba, and today I'll be sharing with you the results of my TSAT assessment. This is a tool, technology self-assessment tool that you use. I like to call it "How techie savvy are you really?" So it was humbling, but growth. This is how growth starts, right? Now, before we dive in, let me just tell you this. If technology were a race, I'd be somewhere between a marathon runner and someone who occasionally trips over their own shoelaces. So let's talk about my strengths and my weaknesses. Yes, they are both. Let me start with the best one, the best part of the story. It's the strengths that I identified with the TSAT. The good news is I have some strength. According to the TSAT, I'm pretty solid when it comes to using tools like Google Space, Microsoft Office, learning management systems like Campus or D12 that I use in school. Honestly, I think my Google Drive might have more folders than my actual filing cabinet at home. For example, I have mastered creating interactive lessons on Google Slides. You know, that kind of thing where students actually want to participate, and don't even get me started on spreadsheet. I can color code data like nobody's business. If there were an Olympic game event for formatting cells in Excel, I'd be bringing home gold. Another strength I have is also my adaptability. Just throw me into something new, whether it's Kahoot or Canva that I use with my students at Square Teach, or any other app, you can name it, I will figure out. I will just figure it out. It will take me a couple, YouTube tutorials and a lot of coffee. But hey, get what? That's how lifelong learning happens. It cannot happen without coffee. So with my strength, I am proud of my ability to teach digital literacy to my students, whether it's showing them how to cite online sources or explaining what they need to do with Comic Sans or for every project, or just a few things that they can use integrating different, online platforms and so on. Now, the other part, which is the weaknesses, which I was able to identify. Not so great news that have to talk about this. I feel like asking you to brace yourself. This is where things get real. First up, advanced tools like coding and data analytics. I was struggling there. I do struggle there. If you ask me to write code, I would probably respond with, sure. It's favorite color? Yeah. It's not my strong suit. And why I can analyze data and put data in data sets or anything beyond that makes me feel like I'm trying to read the ancient signs of Egypt or something without a Rosetta Stone. Second, staying up to date with emerging technology, diving into augmented reality and trying to see the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality and see how you can apply it in this setting like in the other setting. It still feels to me like a sci-fi movie. I'm still figuring out how to work, the remote control. Don't get me wrong, I'm fascinated by these tools, but keeping up with them feels like chasing a train that's already left the station. Finally, time management when integrating technology into my teaching. Let us say that I have those moments where I spend hours perfecting and interacting lessons, only for my student to say like, can we just do this on paper? Or, well, at last, had fun. So I have plans for improvement, of course, given those weaknesses and strengths. They're just strengths in progress, I believe. So to level up my tech game, here's what I'm planning to do. I have a couple professional development here and there with my employer and a few others that I can attain. So I'll be signing up for workshop on coding and advanced tools because apparently knowing how to board text isn't enough anymore. There's nothing like just bold text. There's a lot we need to do, especially on the back end of things, if you want to do more. So also collaborating with those who seem to be tech savvy, and the ones who casually say things like, oh yeah, just an API, to learn from the expertise that they have is what I'm thinking of certain doing. And also have a dedicated tech time where I have to, find my ways around and, set aside some time to explore new tools and experiment them without panicking. A little bit relaxed with technology, because sometimes we approach technology with a lot of fears. Well, briefly, that's what this assessment has helped me to find out more, and I'm willing to even continue to do more of, TSAT journeys and find out more as I keep thinking. Every time technology comes to my mind, I think of Jeremiah again, 12:5. If you have raced with men on foot and they have won you out, how can you compete with horses? Well, friend, we have ChatGPT, AI is running the show. It's galloping ahead of us, and we are all learning how to kind of saddle up. And that's where I am. Well, thank you for watching this. If anyone wants to trade coding tips for Excel hacks, hit me up. Until then, happy teaching and happy teching. Thank you.